started the show too. You're not having a good time. Wait, if you're not having a good time, you're wasting your time. You say that every night.
Relationships and situationships and all things. Thank you so much.
Daddy Yum Yum, 265 gallons of pure milk chocolate. And you are watching the Social
Yo, what up? This is Shady Will. I'd like to welcome y'all once again to Before the Vision. My very special guest today is a classmate of mine. I think she graduated maybe a year after me. I'd like to introduce y'all to Miss Kandyce Lewis. What's going on, ma'am? How are you today?
Hello, I'm doing great. How are y'all?
All right, we doing well. So, when you get the call to be on Before the Vision, we like to talk about entrepreneurship and your journey that you have prior to, during, and and what you got going on in the future. So once again, I'd like to welcome you to Before the Vision. So, Kandyce.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about Miss Kandyce Lewis. Where are you from?
I am from Shreveport, Louisiana, born and raised. Cherokee Park area. I don't know if you need to know that, but that's where I'm from.
All right. So, okay, you went to BT. I know I already put that out there. So, did you further your education? Where did you go? Are you in a sorority? I mean, what we got going on, Kandyce? I know you're a little bit better, but I'm trying to make sure you're giving our listening audience more information about you.
I'm not in a sorority. I got my Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration at LSUS. Of course, I'm a licensed massage therapist. I went to Blue Cliff Therapeutic School of Massage way back in 2001. Okay. So that's where the massage career started. And I'm a registered yoga teacher, 200 hour. And that's been about 8 years now.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. So when in your life did you realize that you were going to be an entrepreneur? When did you make that decision in your life?
Oh, gosh. I felt that I was in high school when I made that decision. Although back then, I thought it would be a sort of a speakeasy because I was into live performance poetry and jazz music and all type of live performances. So I thought I would have a little speakeasy of sorts. And that didn't happen.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about Cadence Therapeutics.
Cadence Therapeutics is what I ask God to make a beacon of light for those who need pain relief. We offer massage services. We offer aesthetics services or skincare services. And we also do yoga here and there. It started in 2013, kind of on a whim. And it's been going ever since. It's been 11 years now.
Okay. 11 years.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, did you have any other influences to become an entrepreneur? Like, who got you into this life?
Hmm. All me, I guess. Well, no, all praises go to God first. But I really didn't have much influence of entrepreneurship other than my dad. But he was a DJ, so he traveled, and other than that, I really didn't have any entrepreneurial influences that I could look up to. It was just grassroots.
Okay, so you did mention that you've been in the game for about 11 years, correct? Cadence Therapeutics has been um, um, on and going for about 11 years.
Yes.
How has the impact of social media either helped you or hindered you?
Ooh, that's a great question. Social media has actually helped in a sense that I don't market well. I don't market a lot. Most of my referrals are from word of mouth, and I've been blessed to have that. But social media, any event that I have, or some of my clients letting people know, hey, she's here, or you can get a great massage and facial over there. It's helped in that sense, which has been pretty good. Been pretty good.
Okay, so since
Hindered,
I'm sorry.
sorry, hindered in the sense. Um, Again, I'm not a big marketer, so I don't feel like I do enough marketing. So you know that kind of hinders me in a sense. There's a lot that goes on at Cadence Therapeutics that a lot of people don't know about. But well, I guess that wouldn't be social media's fault. It's my own. But I don't know. Carry on.
Okay. So like I say, you've been in the game for 11 years. I'm continuing to put emphasis on that for the people that are watching and the people that are listening. For our radio listeners, I don't know if it's the weather, but we're having some issues, so you may not be able to hear us on the live feed on the radio right now. But when the pandemic occurred, how did that affect your business?
Oh, we had to shut down. We had to shut down for a few months. And I thought that I would lose a lot of people in that sense. But whenever we were released to return, it was like a boomerang effect. People start calling, calls start flooding in as if nothing was ever happening. We did have to take a lot of precautions as far as how we took our clients in, how many we took in per day. So it kind of wavered financially in a sense, and just the nervousness of people having to wear masks, and it was a lot of work to keep it sanitized and make people feel comfortable and still get the relaxation that they always come for. But it was a challenge, but God saw us through it, and it's still been going pretty good ever since.
Okay. So all right. And we kind of, like I said, we touched on the pandemic. So what type of advice? I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, Candace. So what type of advice would you give someone who potentially wanted to go into the field that you're in as far as becoming an entrepreneur?
As far as massage therapy,
Yes.
well, I would say first learn as much as you can within the field. And then as far as entrepreneurship, there are a lot of resources that I had no clue existed until recently. Um, I would seek a mentor, someone that's willing to share information and help you along um, in opening a business first, the steps to doing that properly. I had no clue I was supposed to have an occupational license when I got my brick and mortar, But thankfully, I had a client that helped me with that, and from there, like going to a lot of networking events, you can learn a lot about funding and um, just different opportunities there are for entrepreneurs. You need to learn a lot about taxes. Um, and there are some resources to make that a lot easier for you nowadays. When I started, we did not have all this stuff, y'all. It was just straight up um, boots to the ground, going from place to place, keeping all the receipts, and just winging it, basically. But now, there's just so many more resources, and you can learn a lot on social media. You can do a lot of research on the internet, and also continue to use your books. That's something we don't use too often nowadays. And I highly recommend keeping those old publishings as well.
Okay. And for those that are watching, like I said, make sure you take heed to the information she's providing. She's dropping gems, And they say, and I hate to say, I know it's a cliche, but they say a Black person's kryptonite is reading books. They say that's something that we don't do, And I know it's an old
Right,
cliche or whatever, but it was kind of, that kind of touched me. It was like, you need to do the research and actually look in books, and even the old books that you had a long time ago.
right,
Now, we use the internet pretty much for everything, but I guess it's nothing better than actually, pen and paper and actually going to that old book and opening on up.
right, exactly.
All right.
Speaking of pen and paper, I highly recommend journaling, writing down any ideas that you have. Do not let them just sit in your brain. Um, as petty as that sounds, those make the biggest impact. Writing your vision, making it plain, knowing exactly what you want to do, know why you want to do it. And that also creates space for other ideas to come in when you write it down.
Okay. All right, Candace. So, I'm going to step away from this part of our conversation. And,
Okay.
I want to ask you a question. And this is a question that I ask any guest that come on before the vision. Tell us something about Kandyce Lewis that no one else knows. It can be a hobby. It can be, your biggest fear. Anything about you that no one knows. I like to have something that
Ooh.
we share that'll go on forever.
Oh
Now, I'm going to tell you
gosh.
something before you answer that question. I had one young lady, and like I said, I would never forget this. And actually, I had a young man recently, but I had a young lady told me she had a fear of balloons.
No.
Exactly. A fear of balloons. She said, you bring some balloons, she is out of there. I would never forget this young lady, and I wouldn't put her name out there. Her name's Raquel Wheeler. But
Oh,
I would never tell
don't
you who
do that
she
to her.
is.
Don't do it to her.
And I had a young man recently who stated that while in college, he had a hobby of counting all his steps that he walked. Everywhere he went, just counting all the time. And that was very odd to me as well, Jacoby Patterson. But,
Oh my
I just couldn't
gosh.
believe that. So, that's kind of like where I'm looking for. I'm not looking for that, but something that I'll never forget you with. We classmates, so I'll never forget you because of that. But what's
Oh
something
my
about Cadence
goodness.
Lewis nobody else knows?
Ooh. Oh, that's a hard one. I mean, I don't know. I know I enjoy doing interior design. That's kind of boring. Uh, gardening. I enjoy gardening, but a lot of people know that. Uh, I like to sing. Not a lot of people know that.
Okay.
Uh,
You sound like Whitney Houston. How you sing?
no. Mm-mm. No, I just like to sing. I said, I ain't say I sounded good now.
Now, when you say you sing, is this country music like Beyonce, or what type of music is this, Candace?
My heart goes to R&B.
Okay, so
Um,
you sing some 90s R&B?
yes, exactly, exactly. I'm trying to figure out something. Maybe my husband can come up with something, but I can't think of anything right now. I
We
know
gonna
I'm
hold you.
nervous right now. That's one thing. And I'm watching for this tornado, so y'all forgive me if I sound a little distant. I keep watching this phone trying to see what it's saying about this tornado coming
Okay,
because we
yeah,
live
we
around
safety
pine
is
trees.
first and foremost. The most important thing that we got going on now. Like I say, we're not going to keep you any longer because we want to make sure you can get up out of there. Can you run, Candace? Are you fast?
Nah,
Oh man, we got a problem.
I can
We got a
run,
problem
but
there,
it's
sister.
more like a little trot, like a little trot.
Okay.
I want to get some speed on me, but you know.
Okay, I got you. I know I probably can't run either. I think if I start to, feel like I'm gonna pull my hamstring. So
Now you play football or something, you ought to
I
stay out
did.
here.
I did. I
Uh-huh.
actually ran track a little bit in college as well. But hey,
See, you still got it in you.
I wish
Like
I did.
riding
I
a
pulled
bike.
my Achilles during the pandemic. I mean, I tore my Achilles, so that kind
Oh
of ended
no,
all of that.
man, I'm sorry to hear that.
I
What kind
know,
of
right?
therapy did you get for it?
Right. So okay, we're gonna go ahead and get you out here in a second. So, we kind of really touched on some of the trials and tribulations, but for any new potential clients that may want to seek your services, what's your recommended how would you like for someone to contact you? What's your recommended way to be contacted?
They can call the number 318-820-9257 or text it. Let me know where you got the information from and what do you have need of. I specialize in deep tissue, neuromuscular, fascial therapy. So it's real therapeutic massage. It's not just, the frou-frou massage, but I do enjoy giving those as well. Um, but most of my clients have some serious type of therapeutic need. Um, but anybody can come. You're more than welcome. We do have uh, aesthetics like skincare as well. So if you want to do a massage facial session, we can do that for you. We're located at 1534 Elizabeth in Suite 400. Am I missing anything? I feel like I'm missing something.
Is there a website if someone wanted to kind of look and
Oh,
see, check out your services, what you provide, and do you take insurance, or is it, how would someone know when they come in how they do need to
I
pay?
do not take insurance just yet.
Okay.
I'm about to look. I heard about the being able to take HSA and FSA, and whenever I get to a safe place and can make the phone call, I'm gonna have that established. You can check my Facebook page for that. Cadence Therapeutics LLC. I have to send you that so you can post it.
Okay.
Um, but you can look me up on Facebook and all that information will be there.
Okay.
So right now, today, we don't accept insurance
Okay.
anymore.
So for any prospective
Gonna
client,
make it happen.
okay. So for
Yes.
any prospective client, would they have to maybe do a consultation prior to receiving your services, or is it all entailed on the website and when they call you?
Well, no, they can come in and just say, "Hey, I don't know what I need. I just feel this here."
Okay.
And I'll give them a physical assessment where they basically just stand in front of me and I look at their posture, um, see what kind of structural misalignments they may have, if they're having headaches, a torn Achilles, I'll assess and see, what they need to help. And we'll usually go into a treatment plan depending on how serious it is. But just my main thing is I always like to start with an hour massage so I can do a full body massage on you to see where you may have some issues and what kind of recommendations I will have for the future.
Okay, so normally, when someone comes in, will it normally recommended maybe do a series, or is it just you pay as you go, or how would that?
Well, I do offer series. You don't have to get the series. They're a series of 6 package. They do save you money, and you can come in. I ask people every single body, no matter whether you're in pain or not. I recommend every person to get a massage at least once a month. At least once a month. But if you need to come more often, we can make that happen. Well, I do have weekly clients that just love massage that much. I have some people that may come once every other year, but my professional recommendation and my self-care as a human being recommendation is to at least get one massage per month.
Okay. And what would you also advise to us prior to coming in? Because not trying to be funny or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure some people maybe before you come you may want to be well groomed or
Yeah.
hygiene matters. Like I say, I ain't trying to
Hey,
offend anyone or anything like that. But would you
that's a
have any
legitimate
recommendations for us?
question. Please shower before you come in. Please. Um, we don't mind hair. I get people saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so hairy." We don't really feel it sometimes, but if we do, there's extra oil for that. So no need to worry about that. But please do wash between your toes.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard it here first. Candyce, we really appreciate you coming through to talk with us.
Thank
For
you.
anyone that's out there watching, take heed to this information. Cadence Therapeutics LLC, Miss Kandyce Lewis, the CEO. You already know this is our show. When you get to call you up, we go holla.
Hola. Thank you.